Hey, this is Aloe Blacc and you're watching Suite903 TV. The process of recording this new album, Good Things, started in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at Truth and Soul studio called Soulfire Studios. Stone's Throw sent me out to New York to work with producers, Leon Michaels and Jeff Silverman. And when I got to the studio, they gave me some music that they had already recorded that needed lyrics. So I took about, 12 tracks, and I went home that night and I wrote, I think, 4 songs, came back the next day and recorded about 3 of them. And so the process kind of went that way in the beginning, and then we started jamming in the studio to come up with some new stuff together. And then as time started closing in, I brought in some songs that I had already written and made demos of and shared it with them, and they picked the ones that they liked and that we all vibed on and felt like would work for the album, and we put together Good Things. I think it's proof positive now that I Need a Dollar is so popular. People really dig the joint, and the other songs on the album too, like Femme Fatale that came out, and Loving You Is Killing Me, the performance that I did in France was well received. So I think we hit the nail on the head. Man, I was really excited. I was really excited that the song was chosen. I happened to be in Australia at the time with my wife. She's Australian, and we were doing some shows because she's an artist as well, Maya Jupiter, touring Australia, and had a day off at her mom's house, and I got an email saying something really good looks like it's coming down the pipeline. This is what's going on. And I really thank the people that were involved in choosing the song and making the song as well. Because I started writing I Need a Dollar years ago. I started writing it just as an idea, as I do many songs. Hundreds of song ideas just listed, waiting to be completed. And when I went to work with the cats in Williamsburg, we jammed on some music that fit the lyrics and the melody that I had. And it was a perfect combination. And I guess it just goes to show, like, we're talking about it now, we did the right thing. Now there's an opinion about what is good, but I listen to Donny Hathaway, one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time, Joni Mitchell. I listen to Cat Stevens because I just believe him. I believe everything he says in his songs because of the way he presents it. I listen to, of course, the great Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, Sam Cooke, but then lesser known artists like DJ Rogers, who is, to me, I believe everything he says because of the passion with which he sings it. And he writes well. And that, to me, is really important. So those are just a few of the folks on my list. I really like Jorge Ben. I can understand a little bit of what he's saying because Portuguese is not so hard to understand if you know Spanish. It's intelligible. Contemporaries, a few, but one that I really appreciate is Imogen Heap. I found her music early on when she was working with a producer, and they called themselves Frou Frou. Fiona Apple, the lead singer in Kings of Leon. He writes really well. And I still really do like Nas and Jay-Z as MCs and the way they write. And there are very few people who come close. Pharoah Monch is exceptional. And then there are some younger cats that inspire me too, like Fashion and Blue. But the list of contemporaries is probably shorter than the list of the greats from the past. Quincy Jones always said, like, find 10 artists that you consider your favorite and study what they did. Study it, learn it, almost on some like Bruce Lee Jeet Kune Do, study every form and then create your own